Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since I've made a video. Honestly, I have a lot of stuff recorded on my phone, but then it just comes time to editing them and putting them all together and uploading them, and that's when I get lazy and don't do it. But I have succeeded this week. So what I have for you guys is the 12-minute run for distance benchmark test at OrangeTheory that happened this week. And I have two different recipes for you. One, I did forget to kind of record as I was cooking, but I have the finished product that I'll walk you through. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, February 25th, I believe. I haven't done a video in forever. Well, kind of. I haven't uploaded a video. I have recorded several, and then I just get lazy and don't edit them, so they never make it up. However, this week, I feel like it's going to be a good one because it is another benchmark at OrangeTheory Fitness. It is the 12-minute run for distance. Last time this benchmark came around, I got to do the practice, but I missed the actual day of the benchmark. This time, I have done the practice and I'm here for the benchmark, so I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous. During the practice, I got 1.58 miles. However, I feel like the practice is going to be a lot easier than the actual test, because for the practice, all we had to do was run for 5.5 minutes. Then we got to walk for 90 seconds. Then we had to run for another 5.5 minutes. And this time, the test, you just run as far as you can, as fast as you can for 12 minutes straight. So that kind of worries me. However, the goal I have set for myself, I've done some calculations. I'm going to try and run at 8.5 miles per hour the entire time, which is going to put me at a distance of 1.7 miles to beat my practice time. So I will update you on how I did later. All right, so I am about to go into work, but before I do that, I wanted to update you guys how the 12-minute challenge went. I met my goal. I got 1.71 miles on the treadmill. However, I had to work a lot harder for that than I was anticipating. I started off at 8.5 like I wanted to, like I said I would, and I continued on with it, but I kind of, as the time got closer to being up, I realized that I was not going to meet that goal if I didn't increase my speed, which it just, what I think happened is it takes so long for the treadmill to get to 8.5 miles per hour when you first hit go that it really slowed me down in the beginning. So what I actually ended up having to do, when there was 3 minutes left, something 2.5, 3 minutes left, I bumped it up to 8.7. And then when there was a minute and a half left, I bumped it up to 9. And then in the last 30 seconds, I bumped it up to 11 miles per hour to just really go all out those last 30 seconds. And I literally just barely met my goal. So it's kind of surprising. It's kind of like that same thing. Do you guys ever, when you're driving, you can go 5 miles, on a long road trip. You can go 5 miles per hour faster than the speed limit for 2 hours straight, which you would think that would help you get your ETA lowered pretty significantly. But it barely changes. But you get stuck in traffic for literally 2 minutes, and now you're 10 minutes is added on to your ETA. It's the same thing with the treadmill. That slow start in the beginning required me to really go a whole lot faster at the end to just barely pick up any more speed. But whatever. I did it. I reached my goal. I'm happy. It was a tough workout. But now I must go to work. Goodbye. So it was my first time making this dish for dinner, and I really enjoyed it, you guys. So it's bruschetta chicken, and I just served it with some rice. So essentially what you see here is I just kind of sauteed some chicken breasts in a skillet on the stove, and I just seasoned it with some dry basil and some salt and pepper, and then just had some oil in the pan and just cooked it until it was done. Then I added the bruschetta on top of it, which was 2 Roma tomatoes, diced up, some fresh basil in there, some oregano, balsamic vinegar, garlic. And yeah, so I just mixed that all together, put that on top of the chicken, and then drizzled some balsamic glaze on top of that. And it was delicious. I did also add some seasonings to that jasmine rice, which I don't really recall what seasonings they were. I really just looked up how to season rice, and it was probably paprika, garlic powder. I don't know, there's 3 or 4 things in there, but it turned out really good. as well. So overall, really good dinner. Me and Keegan both enjoyed it. So if you like bruschetta, definitely give it a try and let me know what you think. All right, so I have not weighed in since January 31st, and here we go. So January 31st, I weighed 150.8 and had a body fat percentage of 18.49. Today, I again weigh 150.8 and have a body fat percentage of 18.53. So I maintain pretty well. Okay, so I am about to make my lunch for the week at work. I've made burrito bowls with you guys before, and again, I'm making a burrito bowl, but it's a little bit different than the ones I've shown in the past. So it is going to be made up of some ground turkey with a bunch of different seasonings in there. We got some kosher salt, some pepper, some paprika, onion powder, chili powder, garlic powder, oregano, and cumin. I'm gonna serve it with some rice. There's also gonna be some olive oil somewhere in this recipe, some black beans, corn, and then called for pico on top. I just kind of got some chunky salsa, same thing, basically, I don't know. And then there's going to be this like sauce that I'm going to put on top, and these are the ingredients that go in the sauce. So it's going to be made up of non-fat Greek yogurt, some lime juice, some chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, and then minced garlic. So as usual, I'll show you guys step by step of me making it. So I've added all of the spices and the oil to the pan along with the ground turkey, and I am just going to saute it until it is finished. Oops, my water is boiling, so I definitely need to add in my rice. So I've made the sauce, which basically was just a half cup, which was the entire thing of Greek yogurt. Diced up one of those chipotle peppers, added in the garlic and lime juice, and just mixed it all together, and that made the sauce. I have no idea if this was necessary or not, but I combined the corn and the beans in a bowl and microwaved it. First, I just personally feel weird about like taking them straight from the can into my like container to take to work, even though I will microwave everything at work. But that still made me feel weird that these were not like heated prior to that. So that's what I did. Okay, so all I did was equally distribute the rice, the ground turkey, the corn, and the beans. It actually made 5 helpings. I'll probably eat 4 myself, and I'll probably give Keegan 1 if he wants it. And I'm not going to add the salsa yet. I think what I'm actually gonna do is just leave the salsa in that container, take all of these things to work, and then like microwave this dish, heat it all up, and then put some of the salsa cold on top. That's how I'm kind of envisioning it happening. But yeah, and I also realized like literally just now that this burrito bowl doesn't call for any cheese, which is kind of interesting. It probably would taste really good with cheese, but I guess it's always nice to not have all that dairy in your diet anyways, so. All right, everybody, that is all I have for you today. This upcoming week, I am making 3 different dinners, 2 of which I have never made before, so let's keep our fingers crossed that I not only remember to record them, but I also have the energy to edit them and put them together for you guys. But thank you so much for watching. Again, if you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you get to see all my other videos coming soon. All right, enjoy your day. Bye.